YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Champion Horse Racing. Been really enjoying playing this game again, so we're just gonna take our time and continue to play through. We have a couple more horses we can race. Actually, I think only one. Yeah, actually, it's only the mare, Blue and Ruby. King de Oro, he's got to win a couple more G1s for us to be able to race him. But Blue and Ruby, she would be ready for breeding. But I don't know if I'll breed her with King de Oro. I think we might want to wait for a better mare to come along. One of the mares will probably move from our farm to our stables, but we haven't reached that point yet. Anyways, Blue and Ruby, she's clearly at the very end of her career, and eventually she will be forced to retire. She's pretty much maxed out on most of her most important stats. 86 rating, her weight is pretty low. If we look at her career here, as you can see, nothing too special. She's raced 23 times. She's won 612 prize dollars. Her best wins were G2s and G3s. She has not won a G1. I don't think she'll win a G1. We didn't do a lot of regional races with her, though. That may also be why her record isn't as great as I would have wanted it to be. So since we're actually racing with her, we'll do her in a seasonal race today if we can. So what we're gonna do, I don't think there's any point to really train her in turf gallops. I want to get her conditioning to 100%. The barrier trial is going to be a little bit more intense for her. We could improve her dirt rating, but I feel like that would be kind of pointless. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do. We could do either a turf barrier trial or a turf gallop. I'm going to do the turf barrier trial just to get her conditioning up to 100%. And then as far as her fatigue is concerned, to lower it. Musili, I'm not even pronouncing that right. Probably, or muscly. That is not going to work. Carrot is not going to work to get her down to 0. Apple vinegar will, and vitamins will increase her weight, which would be bad in this case, I think. Her weight is good where it's at. She doesn't need to get any more weight. In hospital, you have different things. Helps the horse to consume more calcium here, which obviously increases their speed, stamina. This type of stuff will be good essentially before a horse ends up dropping down, basically. So that's kind of where we're at. What we're going to go ahead and do, though, is we're going to go ahead and feed her apple vinegar just to get her fatigue down to 0. And then we're going to get her in a seasonal race if we can. And it appears, okay, so seasonal races are still PvP. I thought they were different, but they're still PvP. We're not going to wait to do a race against others. We'll toss her into more regional races. Here's a G2. We'll run this and see what happens here. So it's a field of 10 horses. She gets draw / post position number 7. Let's see what the mare does. She's the only gal we have racing. And we're off. Decent start for Blue and Ruby. She actually gets out pretty well. She's going to drop back a little bit, but she should still stay relatively towards the front. Or in the middle of the pack, I should say. Sometimes she will be at the front. It just all depends on the race and the situation. But she's going to settle comfortably back there in, I believe, 6th place. That's fine. We'll see if she has a late surge. I can't really recall how she runs. It's been a while since I've seen her run, so we're just going to have to wait. But nonetheless, Blue and Ruby, she's chilling back there. Tussenberg's at the front, the 9 horse. Podansky right there in 2nd place. Excellent in 3rd. Dwayne Newen in 4th. Rocky University in 5th. And Blue and Ruby slowly moving up in 6th now. She's going to start to kind of hopefully increase the pace a little bit. That way she has a chance at the wire. I would prefer for her not to be too far back. Sometimes horses as late closers can have a really strong surge here and win a race, but I prefer for them to start making their move right before the last 400 meters. She is moving up here in between horses. She's still in 6th, but she has a chance once the lane opens up. I'm assuming she's probably going to try to either go between or try to hit the rail. And we have a big move from Dwayne Newen. He's going to move inside. Blue and Ruby, she's still tucked in there in 6th place. We're about to be approaching the last 400 meters of this race. And maybe she'll have to fan out. I'm not sure. Actually, are we around the last 400? We should be close. Should be pretty close. This is one of those weird tracks where it's like a turn and then another really quick turn. It's not like a smooth oval. Forgot what the shape is, but you guys know what I mean. And here we go. The lane opens up. Blue and Ruby, she's got space. Now, what's she going to be able to do? She's at the end of her career, so she is not going to be anywhere near as good as she previously has been. And I'm not... She's moving, but she's not moving. You know what I mean? She's just kind of there. She's actually dropped down to place, and now I don't think... Yeah, she's hanging in there with the other horses, but she isn't actively making up any position. She effectively lost one place. We get to the wire. She's going to finish 7th. And I think that's the best for her. Unfortunately, I don't think there's really anything else I can do for Blue and Ruby to improve. Her rating is going to drop from an 86 to an 84. I think she is kind of at her end. And unfortunately, that might be the last race for her. I don't really see the point to continue to race her. If I retire her, I don't know if I can even use her for breeding necessarily. If I click retire, I don't know what really happens after that. Because if I go to farm and I go to breed, I don't think I have any horses to breed. Requires both stallion and a mare. Like if I were to retire her, because I think she would be my first mare that I've ever retired, she should pop up over here, but I'm not sure. Quite frankly, there's really nothing else to utilize her for. I think she's done as far as her racing career is concerned. So we might as well take a chance and retire her now and see what happens. But like I said, she's had a couple of wins, some G2s and G3s. She was never really quite at the G1 level, but that's okay. Let's retire her. And I don't know if she'll pop up anywhere for breeding. Probably not, knowing my luck. Yeah, she's not in there, which I figured. For the mares, I'm not sure what or how they have to, I'm not exactly sure what needs to be done for them to be retired here. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling she probably wasn't going to be here. I mean, it is what it is, like I said. Not like holding on to her would have helped us out in any way. But yeah, breeding, I'm gonna have to read up on again because I can't quite. I know for the stallions they have to win a certain number of G1 races, but for the mares I really can't recall what they have to do. King de Oro, could he race again? Is that what they're telling me? Let's see. His fatigue is at 20%, conditioning at 93. Yeah, okay. We'll have to wait to race him. So what we could do, can we train him? I think we still can train him. Conditioning will go down. He can bump his turf rating and his willpower up. Let's see, turf barrier trial. We'll actually do that. I would prefer to increase his ability on track a little bit more. And he is a turf horse. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll raise his fatigue. And this works out because all we're going to do is we'll feed him this, drop his fatigue down 24%. We'll go ahead and skip to the next month. And we do need to train him again because he's still not at 100%. And every time we train him, though, his conditioning is dropping. I'm not sure what we can do to get that conditioning back up. Any training methods we use all hurt his conditioning, it seems. He's at 78. Everything hurts him. So I might just have to spell him for the time being, because anything else is going to help. Is going to hurt his conditioning. His attributes will go up. You know what? We're not going to race him this month anyway, so I'll go ahead and take the chance. I will do a turf gallop for him. And we'll just go ahead and just kind of continue to feed him this to keep his fatigue a little bit down. That's all we can really do. We could try a regular race with one of these horses. Let's see, who is the most ready? Is anybody in good condition? I'm not really sure. A couple of horses are. Hungry Kid, all right. Did we win with Hungry Kid or did he come in second place? Came in second, that's what I thought. All right, Hungry Kid, this is what we're gonna do with Hungry Kid. His conditioning is at 96. That's pretty solid. We don't really need to touch that. We're just going to drop his fatigue. Feeding him the same thing. Did I feed him carrots or well, whatever. 5% is fine. Fatigue is down to 5%, and we'll see if we can nominate him for a seasonal race. I'm not sure. 5 minutes, 1,200 meters. Can he run that? Let's see. Let's see if that's even doable. Counterclockwise or clockwise are kind of the same. All right, we'll run them in some PvP action. Like I said, once I started learning how to really level up in this game, I kind of started staying away from PvP races until I get a horse like, let's say, a King de Oro that I know can run in PvPs and effectively place and maybe eventually win. These other horses I'm still kind of working on, so I just don't want to put them in PvP races just for the sake of doing it. They need to level up by winning races, even if that's just against racing the AI. That's going to be more beneficial than tossing them into PvP races and then they lose those races or don't even place. You know what I mean? So, Hungry Kid is nominated for a race. He's ready to go in about 5 minutes. So, in the meantime, we'll just have to race one of our other horses. For example, Sorry Brother. I think, did he get the win last time? No, he also got another second place finish. All right, and he has no prize money won yet. Interesting. I wonder why. Is it because he hasn't won a PvP race or because the G3 race didn't give him any money? I'm not sure. Anyways, his conditioning's at 94. It's pretty solid. His fatigue is at 16. He's maxed out on a lot of his stats already. He has a standard life maturity, so he won't be racing too much longer. If we use a carrot, we can drop him down to 5. No point in doing that. We're just going to drop him down to 0. And we'll throw him in a regional race, as per usual. 1,400 meters at Shatin, one of my favorite tracks to watch in real life. Tommy B, the Australian, will be taking control of him for the race. Field of 8 for Sorry Brother, post position number 4. Conditioning is looking on the up. Most of these horses look like they're in decent condition. So let's go ahead and race and see what Sorry Brother can do. Field of 8 at Shatin. We're off. We are off. It's a decent start here for Sorry Bro. He's going to go out to the front for the time being and establish an early lead. Kimono Reed sitting there comfortably in 3rd place now, but she is essentially neck and neck with Jackie Rick for 2nd place. And the rest of the field is kind of behind us, so maybe about 4 or 5 lengths off the pace for at least Jewelry and Perfect T. The horse is sitting in 4th and 5th place. But the field is still pretty bunched up, and realistically, this is still anybody's race. I believe 800 meters left to go, or we actually approached 800 meters, so we probably have less than that. It's a 1,400 meter race. 600 meters left to go. I was right. Now we're approaching 400 meters as we come down the final stretch. Sorry Brother still out in control, but will he be able to hold this lead? And it looks like his lead is dwindling to Jackie Rick there on the inside, but we've seen our horses been able to bounce back. Will that happen with Sorry Brother? He's being challenged, and Jackie Rick is just going to fly right by. I don't think Sorry Brother has an answer, or does he? No, he doesn't really have an answer. It looks like we're going to have to settle for 4th, maybe even 5th place. It's like 4th place is what we're going to have to settle for with Sorry Brother. Not the result we were hoping for. His rating doesn't improve, and nothing substantial really happens. So that is not the result we would have wanted, but it's the result that we got. Hungry Kid is in the parade ring for this G2 Premier Bowl, which is going to take place in about another 2 minutes. So we can go ahead and get one more race done before we go over there and watch him. Glowing Dragon, 92%. Not bad. Fatigue, though. We got to cut that down quite a bit. I will feed him some apple vinegar to get that fatigue down to 0%. 92 is okay. We'll have to make do with it. Toss him into a regional race as well, and let's see how he responds. It's the G2. Grade 2 Magic Creature Stakes. What a weird race name. Anyways, we're going 1,200 meters. We'll have, well, none of these jockeys are really fitting. We'll go ahead and have the Japanese jockey take control here of Glowing Dragon for this race. It's a field of 10, post position number 10. Post position doesn't really matter in this game like it does other games. So don't really care about that. Anyways, we're off. Pretty good start by all the horses, and Glowing Dragon's going to shoot straight to the front as he should. And let's see how this unfolds here. And I would love to have a win, but we'll have to wait and see. We're going to go ahead and just probably skip to the last 400 meters here very soon so we can get to that post parade for our other horse. And here we go. Last 400 meters of the race here. We just skipped to Glowing Dragon still in the lead, but not by that much longer. He's going to get challenged by Foxlax on the inside. Nigeria on the outside. A couple horses are passing him, and Glowing Dragon, does he have an answer? He doesn't have an answer. He's going to tailor down to 5th place. And that's the best result we can get for Glowing Dragon. His rating drops as well, so that is not ideally what we want. Parade ring, though, here for Hungry Kid. 50 seconds left. I don't know what he's going to be capable of. Let's go ahead and see what his odds are. Not bad odds. Not bad odds. We'll probably do another win place situation here for Hungry Kid. We have a chance. Let's go ahead and bet the max on that, and that's all I'll do. I'll just do a place bet. I would really be shocked if Hungry Kid is able to pull off a win in this G2. I still think it's going to be a pretty competitive field. We're racing against 4 other real players. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and stick with the place bet. Play a little bit conservative and see if Hungry Kid can actually get us a win. Conditioning-wise, he looks okay. Look at the other details. B for turf, so pretty decent turf rating. But these other human players, their horses are also at the same turf rating, if not higher. His overall rating is a little bit higher at 102, so we could have a decent result here. But let's go ahead to watch this race. He has a couple of victories. It's Hungry Kid racing here at Shot 10 Racecourse, and we are officially underway, and it's a decent start for Hungry Kid. He's going to shoot out to be in second place right now, and it looks like he's actually going to be going for the lead here. And he is. So Hungry Kid establishing the early lead, of course. Very noticeable horse, the yellow bandages and everything he's got going on. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Let's win a race. I would like to win a race for more yellow coins in the game. Okay. Anyways, we're just going to pretend that last 20 seconds didn't happen. Because right now, Hungry Kid is battling with a horse that I can't even pronounce the name of for first place, respectively. Hungry Kid, though, on the inside, the rest of the field is probably going to really have a strong surge in the stretch. We approach his last 400 meters. Here we go. Hungry Kid, he's still there, but he is tailoring off a little bit. Will he have a second surge? I'm not sure. He's hanging in there, but the rest of the field is coming on strong. We are in third place now. We're about to drop to fourth, and it doesn't look like Hungry Kid really has an answer. And I don't think he does have an answer. He's going to drop completely off the board there for us and finish somewhere like 7th or 8th. Not what I was hoping nor expecting. And Hungry Kid, 9th place, even worse. 9th place finish for Hungry Kid. We lost to all the other human players, and that was not a good race nor results for us. He's probably going to drop his rating as well. He drops 2 points in rating from 102 to 100. And, of course, we win nothing for our bets. Well, it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. The luck has not been on our side in this video. But what can you do? What can you do? So I think that's all I really have to do here for today. Let's check on the farm to see if this is even done yet. And it finally is. So I'll go ahead and I want to upgrade it again. It's going to cost 4,000. I don't know if I really want to spend that much. Sightseeing tower gets us coins. Maybe I should upgrade this a little bit more. That way, every time we log in, we'll have some coins that we can obviously accumulate, and then we'll be able to use those to continue to upgrade the rest of the facilities on this farm. I like the new upgrade, the new addition to the game. It does make it more enjoyable and gives you a little bit more to play for. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you have all enjoyed. Appreciate love and support on the channel. Make sure to smash the like button. It does help out a lot. And check out the description box below if you want to acquire Horse Racing Manager 2 or watch the other playlists on this channel. But until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. See ya and goodbye.